This is the beautiful gamepad here on the Lithium Project channel. And we are back. I think it's been a week since I recorded my last video, as there's been plenty of content to keep us ticking over since then over on the YouTube channel. So please go and have a look if you haven't already. Yep, we're back. And this is ISS Pro Evolution from the year, was it 99 or 2000? Released in Japan September 2nd, 1999, and the rest of the world sometime in the year 2000. I'm looking forward to this just because the last time we did Goldstorm, which was like right at the start, the kind of embryonic stages of what really would become ISS Pro or Pro Evo. And this is, I guess, maybe this is the start of where we really see, like, oh Jesus, that's terrifying. Maybe this is where we really start to see the form of what we have known to understand as what is Pro Evo.
We're getting ready for kickoff. The team attacking from left to right on your screen will be Italy. The team kicking the opposite way from right to left will be Denmark. Some quick passing.
Already though, I'm a bit concerned. The commentary has no source whatsoever, especially compared to some of the other Pro Evo games we've done. Still got that fucking sound effect though. Let's just jump into it and see what happens, hey? As you can see, I'm sitting way the fuck back. I am in comfy casual mode today. And I feel like this is going to enhance my soccer experience. A nice looking menu. We've definitely upgraded since then. Quick jump to the game. Appreciation view in place. What? Appreciation is an interesting choice of a menu mode. Wait, what? Oh, like this is where we... Okay, so we can edit numbers and teams and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that went as far back as the original PlayStation. I kind of had in my mind the idea that was always like PlayStation 2 onwards. Oh, God damn it. I can never get a full grasp on like when a game wants to use circle as confirm or triangle or circle as back. Because depending on like the region you're in or the developer making the game, it can wildly change. It's a really nice menu. Really nice menu layout. One of the nicer ones on the original PlayStation. Do you know what? They just won the Nations League, so we'll do Portugal and where's Spain? Apex to what? Is that where he got the name from? Because I'm pretty sure Apex... Oh, that's Aphex Twin, in fairness. Coliseo de... Iron Stadion. Well, I mean, the final was in Germany. That was in... Yeah, it was in Munich, so this is probably... It's not quite the Alliance Arena, but it'll do. Yeah, I want to just really, like, off the top, the UI is a lot more presentable, a lot cleaner.
The pitch is in perfect condition.
But shockingly, the commentary is atrocious. Like, they'd already got it locked down by this point.
Thank you and a good afternoon, everyone. Terry Butcher here. And today we'll bring you an exhibition match.
The flags are a nice touch. They're an easy way to give motion to the crowd without actually having to do anything with the crowd.
The Brazil of Europe, Portugal want to emulate the success of their Latin American cousins.
Well, the faces aren't as traumatizing as the ones in Three Lions, but they're still pretty intense. God, I wonder if Silent Hill was done on this engine as well, because the face models aren't that too dissimilar to what
We're getting ready for kickoff.
OG Silent Hill would have had.
Occupying the end on the right of your screen.
Alright, let's just have a quick look. Camera type. Here far, no matter where we are. I like wild. Wild? Wide. What are you doing, Mark? Okay.
The team occupying the end on the left of your screen will be Portugal.
I've been playing a lot of Pro Evo 6 again at the moment. And my brain feels quite in tune with that control scheme. And so I think one of the interesting things is like playing some of the older Pro Evos, like is all of that in there already. And in fairness, it kind of is.
Slides in. Now that would be a goal kick. Some quick passing. Oh, he cuts it out. He blocks the pass. He dribbles
Ah, come on, you can't run around me like that.
He punches. Spain, can they launch an attack here? Throw.
Doesn't have the exact same amount of snappiness as PES 6. Now, you know, PES 6 is kind of like a perfect game, so it's harsh to do an exact one-to-one comparison. But I think if anything, it just gives more of an appreciation for like how perfect that game is. There's like a mild amount of delay in the input, like trying to move left or right, but I don't know if that's a that could always be like an emulation thing.
Now that will be a goal kick. That goes over the crossbar.
Ah, should have gone through. Come on.
20 minutes into this game. Some quick passing.
The through ball's just not working how I intended.
The pass.
Ah, that one did though. Oh, almost.
He blocks the pass. It's through. Oh, he cuts it out. Now, how will they attack? And back. He blocks the pass. He dribbles through. It's fumbled. That's a
Not a chance, never going him.
A weak shot.
I mean, yeah, like, honestly, all the moving parts are here. Other than just that little extra kind of level of snappiness, and the commentary being quite dry.
Around quickly.
That wasn't a shot. What are you doing? this feels like the closest to what I'd expect of kind of a typical Pro Evo game.
He dribbles through. He centres. Now this could be interesting. He heads clear. An amazing pass.
No, it wasn't. Oh man, the through ball isn't.
Now that's got to be a
Just ran through him. I didn't even tackle. The through ball doesn't quite have the. Like, I don't know if it's the through ball itself or it's the AI of the player that I'm trying to pass the ball to, where it feels like they're running away from the ball, in a way where, like, if I play PES 6, they kind of can track where the ball's going to, and they're more likely to get to it. How it feels, at least, like, or even just passing in general, yeah. It feels way more susceptible to the opponent intercepting the ball.
free kick. Knocks it in. Knocks it in low.
I don't know why I would do a pass like that.
A lovely pass. The whistle goes for half-time. They've gone quiet for
Look, we'll get a goal.
They've
We'll get a goal.
we can
I just need to figure out this passing. There's
the kick-off.
a nuance to it that differs from some of the other games.
Centres.
Now, however much as well, maybe there's something to do with the fact that, like, I've swapped from, I'm not using my Xbox controller. I have an 8-bit Pro or 8-bit Do controller that I'm experimenting with, because I really like this controller and I never use it. I'm trying to think even what I got it for. I think I got it because I have a PlayStation 2 and I was trying to do some stuff with it. And one of the things you can do is get like an adapter, so you can use it as like a wireless PlayStation 2 controller, effectively. And the controller itself is quite similar in its design. But other than that, like it's been used as a Switch controller as well,
Some quick passes.
because like I don't really like using the Joy-Cons separated from the Switch.
Now,
So having like an additional controller that was quite universal and can use a lot of stuff for was super handy, and then they're not that expensive as well, which is one of the neat things about it. And it has a decent D-pad, so yeah, it's a very good controller, just not used as much as it could be for PC gaming. So we're trying that out.
it's through.
And I guess I can lament about not having a Switch 2 yet, but honestly, like, yeah, having the GameCube stuff on the Virtual Console is great, but I have a Steam Deck, so everyone can celebrate about playing F-Zero GX, but I've been doing that for the last 2 years, handheld. And you know, I'd love to play Mario Kart World. I'm sure it's excellent. It looks excellent. But you know, people are going to be playing that thing for years to come. So now we live in a strange world where consoles seem to go up in price every year, not the other way around. But we can live in hope. Or I can use a bunch of my CEX vouchers that I've got and hope that one pops up secondhand at some point. Maybe it's just Portugal aren't as good as Spain in this game, and my player's a bit slower. Oh, that was a good through ball. Should have seen that. Woo. Alright, come on. This is the one. I don't think I've even had a crossing yet. I've got one player in the box. Oh, I ran it out. God damn it.
Spain. They can't seem to put the ball in. It's through.
Yeah, see, like, I feel like in another game, my players would be getting to that type of ball. And it could just be that, like, the opposition is a lot stronger than normal. But even there, like, the player's running away from the ball. Like, the player theoretically could have got to that ball first. So I don't know exactly what the cause of that is. I'll have to try another game, a game afterwards, within IS Pro Evo, that is. And just see if there's something else to it. Cynical. Cynical.
Free kick. The crowd watches on the edge of their seat. One of the world's best free kick takers has taken up his position. What do you think, Terry? It's close in. Let's just...
Yeah. Free kicks in football games and me, just... We don't get along. I've never really sat down to properly, like, get the finesse. And I'm sure there's a training mode on at least one of the newer PES games I could use to figure that out.
Can they launch an attack here? It's through. Oh, he cuts it out.
Yeah, the always feels like the ball, the physics of the ball have you running away, has it bouncing away. Which I guess maybe that's an attempt to deviate itself from, like, the stickiness of FIFA. I mean, I did say there'd be a goal. You know, don't call me a liar. Don't call me a liar.
The game is over. Portugal have
Stole it at the end there.
painful loss.
What is this, 2010 Spain? Okay.
Let's get your impression of today's match.
Yeah, we'll try another game, and I'll play against a slightly easier team just to see if that's kind of still the case. Alright. Other than that, I mean, did I even have a shot on target in that match? I don't think I ever had a shot on target. Which is really, really poor on my part. But I couldn't get the ball into that final third to really even get a shot.
Here's the kickoff. So Terry, can you
Alright, let's have another go.
that the teams are using?
Certainly. I'll start with Germany. They have a three-man defence. It's basically
There we go. There's one shot.
there's four in midfield with two pushing forward. They're going for goals with three up front. And now Jamaica. They have a three-man defence. It's basically
This commentary is really bad. I know I keep highlighting, because there's not really that many things I can look at and say, yeah, that's a problem, but definitely the commentary is the biggest outlier compared to even some of the games that precurse? What's the word I'm looking for there? Come before? We'll keep it simple.
It's through. Shoot!
there's almost a fluidity that's missing in a way where when you get the ball, like you can run on with it. That it is missing for sure. I know there's a second Pro Evo on the PlayStation, which we will get to, and I wonder if there's a little bit more finesse there, or if it would take them to the PlayStation 2 to really drill that down.
The defender gets a desperate deflection.
Oh, you son of a... I was on there. I was on.
Far side of the box.
Oh.
It worked. Some quick passing.
I had the shot, but I kind of panicked. Oh!
It's in. An unbelievable goal. Germany.
It feels like the first time I had an exact type of pass that I wanted to make, and it actually worked. So it could just be the Spain were much better than me.
Now we'll show you how that last goal was scored again.
Nice little bit of Europop there.
Looking for a chance. Knocks it in low.
That went out of play. Come on, VAR check.
Near post cross. Goal. He centres. Some quick passing.
Did he have anything in the way of tricks or whatnot? I haven't actually even tried to look at that.
It rebounds back to him.
Doesn't look like it. There's like the lob through ball you can do with L1 and triangle, which is like something I do a lot of in PES 6. It doesn't quite have, again, the finesse of the way that it works.
He dribbles through. Looking for the back post now. Some quick passing. He dribbles through. He crosses. Just nips it away. It's through. The cross comes in. They go up for a header. This could be bad. Knocks it in low. The whistle has sounded. The first half is over. The crowd had gone quiet for a moment there. Here's the kick-off for the second half.
I do feel like it would be handy with this series sometimes if I'd had a second person with me to like bounce off of, or at least like keep the chatter up, because there are times where I just kind of get into the zone like I am now, and it's like there's not that much more to say that I haven't already said, which I understand does not make for the most engaging content, but I appreciate you sticking around if you have. Oh,
Corner kick.
this is my first corner.
Chance to score here. Looking for a chance. Knocks it in.
There's no one in the box. So D-pad also does movement, so there's none of the like use D-pad to change tactics type of malarkey that
They pass it around.
we get in future 3D titles.
Shoot! He one-foots the opponent.
No, that's not who I wanted to pass to. Fuck.
Free kick. Well, Terry, how do you rate this play?
Let's just wait and see what he does with this.
Plays the 1-2. Shoot!
Well, that was in for a second.
Good crosses. Oh, he finds the opening.
Wow.
Free kick. I don't think they've heard the keeper.
Nope. Nope, that was meant to be a lob pass. That was meant to be a lob pass. Come on.
Shoot! Great save. Players moving either side.
And like trying to do an instant 180 turn.
Clearance.
Yeah, there's just bits of like that last frame finesse that makes you feel like you don't have the control that you have, or just that
Low.
like, you should be doing everything half a second sooner than you intend to.
He passes it past.
And it could just be that, you know, it's not that it's wrong, it's just obviously different to how the later editions of the series would handle that kind of stuff. And I'm just not used to it.
Backheels it. Slides in. He passes it to the left. Puts it in the box. Shoot!
Oh, what a save.
Oh, he couldn't quite get to it.
Still, they keep moving forward as if they sense a goal will come.
The player coming off is applauded by the crowd. A chance to score here.
Nearly again.
Be a goal kick. Now, how will they attack?
come on. Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying the through ball. It just doesn't work in the way that I kind of feel like I expect it to.
Oh, he cuts it out. Throwing. He centres.
Oh, nearly.
He's having no luck in front of goal. A chance to score here.
And like,
Another attack breaks down.
if I play again using PES 6, if I can see the ball coming into the area and I've got my player and I press square or shoot and the button to intend for the head, it like anchors the player ready to receive the ball. And it could just be that maybe there's a different like button configuration, because all that's happening is my player's running away from the ball, even though I've kind of set my target in terms of like my input. So it could just be that it handles it very differently, and I don't know. But it is frustrating. So it's kind of a hard one to judge because like I don't know how much is like my expectations because of what future games in the series would do, or what just isn't there. I don't know.
Has come to an end. Germany. So what was your impression of today's match, Terry?
But it's yeah, I'm more down in it than I thought that I would be. I don't know whether it's because of like expectation or because like the kind of core foundation of what I think about from a Pro Evo game is like it's 90% there, but that 10% actually makes it really frustrating because like I have an expectation of I think of how it'll play, and it doesn't quite play like it. It's like this game is edging me, which is okay. You know, we'll not kind of divulge into that. And even though it's more polished than quite a few of these games, it's kind of less fun to play. But again, I don't know if that is me and my kind of preconceptions of how I think this game should play, or because of like what is there or what isn't there, and or what is there but like plays slightly differently. It's tough. And if I spent more hours of it, maybe I'd find out, but that's not how we are doing this series. So, purely based on what this game has offered me in this half an hour. Ooh, where do we put you? Honestly, like I'm looking at like ISS Pro as kind of the foundation that we work the rest of these around, and I think I'd have it below that. Even though I think arguably it plays better, I'm finding it more frustrating for the reasons mentioned. And also the commentary was just, yeah. Like it's like, because Soccer Pro 98 and Soccer Pro are two sides of the same coin, and I think it'd be very harsh to put this below Pro 98. And like it's probably better than real world football. I think it comes down to like you've got that glut of 3 PlayStation games there in the middle with Axyz Soccer 3 Lines and ISS Deluxe. I think it probably is better than those 3 games there, but it's the one I had the least amount of fun playing, and it might not be the fault of the game itself, but this is my ranking and that's how we're going to do it. So I am going to put you yeah, fuck it, you're going to go there. I feel like this might be one of my more controversial decisions, but I stand by it. I stand by it. ISS Pro, you are 16th. You are below Sega World Soccer 97, ISS Deluxe, 3 Lines, and Axyz Soccer. I feel like the 3 Lines one is the one that might tilt some people, but don't like it, make your own list. Alright, well, we will leave it there for now. We have ISS Pro Evo 2 left for the PlayStation, and then we might dive into the N64 offerings, and I have it on good authority that the SNES version of Deluxe is much more interesting than the PlayStation version. So we might end up doing quite a few more of this series just to like get the bulk of them out of the way. And then later on I can just worry about like the PlayStation 2 editions and whatnot. But we'll leave that there for now. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much for watching. Channel's doing pretty decent numbers, so I'm very happy with that, so I appreciate that. And yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So please like, subscribe, all that good jazz, and we'll see you again for another installment of The Beautiful Gamepad. Cheers.